So, you ever have that feeling at work where you're pretty sure you're a highly intelligent, trained professional, but you spend half your day just copying and pasting stuff between different apps? It's that digital equivalent of moving a pile of rocks from one side of the yard to the other, only to be told to move them back again tomorrow. It's tedious, it's boring, it's a colossal waste of your brain power. Spreadsheets talking to email clients, updating a project management board, pinging someone on Slack. It's a fragile, manual chain of tasks. One missed step and the whole thing crashes. This isn't a small annoyance. This is a productivity black hole. Think about all the time you've spent downloading a report, reformatting it, emailing it to 3 people, every single week. It adds up. We've got self-driving cars, AI that can write poetry, and yet our workflows feel stuck in the dial-up era. Promised, seamless integration and smart systems. Reality, messy patchwork of apps that won't speak to each other without a human translator. That translator is you. Frustrating, inefficient, kind of hilarious. What if you could build a little robot to do all that for you? Not a clanking coffee-fetching robot. We're not quite there yet. But a digital one. A silent, efficient assistant inside your computer that just handles things. See a new email with an invoice. Automatically save the attachment. Pull the key data from it. Add a new row to your accounting spreadsheet. Send a quick Slack message. Hey, I did the thing. Go enjoy your coffee. That's not science fiction. The core promise of workflow automation. Enter tools like N8N. Not just saving minutes. Reclaim your focus for what matters. Creative problem solving, strategic thinking, big picture ideas. Get rid of digital busywork that drains you and makes you question your career. Imagine apps that just work together seamlessly in the background. Alright, so what is N8N? First off, it's pronounced N8N. It's not some cryptic code or an emoticon of a face with sunglasses and a weird mouth. It's a workflow automation tool. Think of it like a set of digital Lego bricks for all your apps and services. Right now, your apps are like separate, pre-built Lego sets sitting on your desk. Your email is a castle, your spreadsheet is a spaceship, and your project manager is a pirate ship. They're cool on their own, but they don't connect. N8N gives you the universal connector pieces to link. The spaceship's laser cannon, the pirate ship's treasure chest, all triggered by a flag being raised on the castle. In less nerdy terms, N8N lets you connect different software to automate processes. It's part of a category of tools you might have heard of, like Zapier, Make. The core idea is simple. When this happens in App A, then do that in App B. But where N8N stands out is in its approach. It's open source, which is a huge deal. You can see the code, you can modify it, and you can host it on your own servers if you want that level of control and security. Built with transparency and power from the ground up. The big differentiator is its dual personality. Accessible for people who don't code. Visual, drag and drop. You can literally draw your workflow on a canvas. But it also caters to developers and technical users. If you hit a wall with pre-built blocks. So, how do you actually build one of these automated workflows in N8N? It all comes down to a really intuitive concept. Nodes. Everything in N8N is a node. You connect them together on a digital canvas to create a flow of actions. It's like storyboarding a process. You start with a trigger node, the thing that kicks everything off. It could be a schedule, run every Monday at 9 a.m., or an event, a new message in Slack, or a webhook from a service, or a new customer signing up via Stripe. That trigger is the starting gun. Once triggered, data flows to action nodes, where the real work happens. Each action node is a specific task in one of your apps. Send a Gmail, add a row to Google Sheets, create a card in Trello, drag nodes onto the canvas and connect them with a line, a little noodle. The data, usually structured JSON, flows along those noodles. Each node uses that data to perform its task. Need decisions? Use logic nodes. An IF node creates different paths based on the data. If an email contains urgent, send a Slack notification. Otherwise, add it to a spreadsheet. You can create loops and merge data. Set up error handling for when things go wrong. The best part, You can watch everything happen in real time. Build and test while watching data move from node to node. Click any node to see the exact input it received and the output it produced. Debugging becomes straightforward. If something breaks, you don't guess. You pinpoint the node that failed. See the error and fix it. When you start looking under the hood, N8N is packed with features that cater to both beginners and power users. The first thing most people will notice is the sheer number of integrations and templates. As of today, there are hundreds of pre-built app integrations. Slack, Discord, Google Workspace, Notion, Airtable, HubSpot, and so many more. This means you can get started connecting your favorite tools right out of the box. Over 1,700 workflow templates, pre-built automations you can copy and tweak, which dramatically lowers the barrier to entry. But the integrations are just the beginning. The real power is the flexibility of the nodes. The code node is the ultimate escape hatch. Can't find a node? Write your own JavaScript or Python. You can even install NPM or Python libraries to extend it. Another killer feature is the HTTP request node. This lets you connect to basically any app or service with an API, even without a dedicated integration. Just paste in a curl command, and you're good to go. For more technical teams and enterprises, the feature list gets even more serious. The ability to self-host N8N is a massive win for data privacy and security. It means all your workflow data can stay within your own infrastructure, critical for regulated industries like healthcare or finance. The enterprise version adds features like single sign-on, role-based access control to manage who can build and run workflows, and detailed audit logs. It even has version control, so you can track changes and roll back just like a software project. Finally, the debugging and testing tools are top-notch. Detailed logs, rerun from a specific step, and pin data from a previous run so you aren't spamming test emails or fake signups. This thoughtful approach shows N8N was built by people who understand real-world frustrations, making the process as smooth and painless as possible. Alright, theory is great, but what are people actually doing with N8N? The use cases are incredibly diverse, often clever, and surprisingly simple. In marketing, for example, teams are using it to completely automate their lead nurturing process. Imagine a new lead fills out a form on your website. An N8N workflow can instantly enrich that lead's data using a service like Clearbit. It can add them to your CRM like HubSpot. It can score them based on their company size and role, and then assign them to the right salesperson. It can even send a personalized welcome email sequence, all without a human lifting a finger. In the world of IT and operations, N8N is a lifesaver. Think about onboarding a new employee. A manager fills out one form, and an N8N workflow creates accounts in Google Workspace, Slack, Jira, adds email lists and Slack channels, even schedules orientation meetings. Delivery Hero reported saving 200 hours per month with a single IT operations workflow. That's like getting a whole new team member for free. The rise of AI has opened up a whole new playground for N8N. People are building powerful AI agents and research assistants. Monitor news sites for keywords when relevant articles appear. Summarize them, analyze sentiment, and post to a Slack channel. Stay on top of industry news without sifting manually. SMBs. A realtor automates lead qualification via text, schedules showings for qualified buyers, or politely declines time wasters. Clinics reduce no-shows with automated reminders. If you can map a process, you can probably automate it. Alright, no product is perfect. As much as N8N gets right, it's important to look at the whole picture. The good. The biggest pro is its flexibility. Visual no-code builder with the ability to drop into actual code. Very low floor, easy to get started. Very high ceiling. You almost never hit a hard limit, unlike many purely no-code platforms. It's open source. Strong community, shared knowledge. More community-built nodes, more support. Option to self-host, security, control, and cost savings. Avoid per-task fees that balloon. Run it on your own server for predictable cost. Huge library. You're not starting from scratch. Now for the cons. Easier than coding, but a steeper curve than Zapier. Node-based interfaces require procedural thinking. You'll need to grok data structures. Hello, Jason, and how data passes between nodes. It can be intimidating for non-technical beginners. It's more like building a small visual program. Self-hosting brings setup and maintenance. Docker, server configuration, keeping software updated. Cloud is plug and play, but self-hosting needs know-how. No code gets you far, but for full power, you'll want technical skills, willingness to learn JavaScript and APIs. It rewards technical curiosity, a pro for some, a con for others. At its heart, N8N is built on a clear philosophy. Build with the precision of code or the speed of drag and drop. This isn't just marketing fluff. It's the core design principle. Software and business aren't binary. The most powerful solutions live in between. N8N owns that space. It tells the marketer, the ops manager, the product lead, you don't have to wait on engineering. Grab the drag and drop tools and build it this afternoon. For developers, you're not constrained. When visual isn't enough, you have a professional-grade environment for custom logic and obscure APIs. The precision of code. It's true collaboration. A business analyst sketches logic. A developer adds a code node. Same canvas, same language. Everybody can manage data retrieval or data transformation. It's a tool that bridges gaps, not one that creates silos. And it's ready for the AI era, local or cloud. Speed when you want it. Precision when you need it. So, after all that, what's the final verdict on N8N? Is it the automation tool that will finally free you from the shackles of digital monotony? And maybe even make you laugh along the way? For a certain type of user, the answer is a resounding yes. If you're technically curious and love to tinker, if you want a tool that grows with you from simple tasks to incredibly complex systems, N8N is absolutely worth your time. It's a power user's dream, especially open source. Developers and technical teams, it's a no-brainer. Mix visual building with raw code. Host yourself for security. Integrate with virtually any API. For businesses, the cost and time savings can be transformative. If you want the absolute simplest, hands-off two-app connection, and JSON gives you cold sweats, simpler tools may fit better. That's the trade-off. Simplicity often brings limitation. Ultimately, N8N is for builders, problem solvers, and anyone who's thought, there has to be a better way. It respects your intelligence and gives freedom to build with mouse or keyboard. So if you're tired of being the human glue between apps and ready to build digital robots, try the link in the description. I will see you in the next one. Peace.